Hello all, let's discuss part 2 of section 5.5, and section 5.5 also we cover graphing system of linear inequalities. As you see in the topic, the word system, and we already know what does it mean. When you are graphing a system of linear inequalities, it means at the same time you are dealing with few inequalities, more than one inequality, and you graph both in the same coordinate system. You shade both of them in the same coordinate system. Where is the solution? I will expect only that part will be new for you. If you have few of them and you shade, of course you're shading different areas, then where is the solution? I will explain it for you how to choose the solution. Where is the solution? Correct? To explain that, let's start with an example. For example, if I have a system of x minus y less than 1, and the second one is given as a 2x plus 3y greater equal 12. They are asking you to graph this system of linear inequalities. To graph this system, you have to graph each linear inequality separately. Deal with each one separately, correct? Not both of them at the same time. And after that, it's really easy to graph, correct? Inequality number 1. X minus y less than 1. I will solve it for y. I will subtract x from both sides. Then I can write negative y less than negative x plus 1. Divide by negative 1 because we are not looking for the negative y. We are looking for y. Then I can write y greater than x minus 1. The slope is 1 over 1, and the y-intercept is 0, negative 1. Now I'll pick up my inequality number 2, which is 2x plus 3y greater equal 12. Correct? Solving for y, I will subtract 2x from both sides. Then 3y greater equal negative 2x plus 12, correct? Divide by 3. Y greater equal negative 2/3 x plus 4. The slope is negative 2/3 and the y-intercept is 0 and 4. Now take your time and graph both of them. Correct? Start with number 1. This is x. This is y. I want to graph my first inequality. The y-intercept is 0, negative 1. Correct? Y-intercept 0 and negative 1, for example here. This is negative 1. Slope 1 up, 1 right. 1 up, 1 right. Now, I have greater, I'll draw a solid line. Which side I have to shade? Of course, the upper part, because I have y greater than. Now, same time, graph the second inequality. Let's choose another color. For example, let's choose blue. Y-intercept 0, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slope negative 2/3. 2 down, 3 right. 1, 2, 3. Let's make it bigger. 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, which kind of line? I'm sorry with the I need a solid line. For the first one, the red one, I did a mistake. I have to graph the red line with the dash line. You see, easily I did a mistake. This one should be a dash line because I only have grader. That was my mistake. Sorry. I will correct it now. Now, which side of the blue graph I have to shade? Why greater? Greater means the upper part, right? It means this part, the upper part of the graph. Now, where is the solution for the system? All the shading areas or a part of it? Where is the solution? The solution for the system of linear equation, remember? The solution for the system of linear equation is the area that is the shading area that the shades overlap each other. Correct? You are shading overlapping each other. Correct? If I choose this pen with this color, what I will shade, the only area which is the solution for the system of the linear inequality is this part. You can make it darker like this, or you can erase the rest and only keep the shading area that both shades overlap each other. That is the solution, not this area. Correct? And not this area. Wherever the both shadings overlap each other, that's the solution for the system of linear inequality. Correct? Only this part of the lecture was new for you. The rest, it's actually you learned it in part 1 of the video. I'll do one more example for you. At least one more. Number 2. Let's talk about this system. X minus y less than 2. Negative 2 less than equal x less than 4 and y less than 3. 3 of them. The first one I need to solve it. X minus y less than 2. Solve it for y. Subtract x from both sides. Then negative y less than negative x plus 2. Divide by negative 1. Then you can say y greater than x minus 2. Slope 1 over 1. Y-intercept 0, negative 2. Inequality number 2 is limited in both sides. X can be greater equal -2, less than what? Less than 4. Correct? It's limited. And inequality number 3 is a horizontal line. This one is a vertical line. This one is a horizontal line. Let's graph all of them in one system and shade one by one. But at the end, we keep the area that the shades overlap each other. Let's start with number 1, 0, -2. For example, -1, -2. This is the y-intercept. Slope 1 over 1. 1 up, 1 right. Which kind of line? A dashed line. Correct? Which side I have to shade? The upper part, definitely, because y greater, right? I'll shade the upper part. Let's graph inequality number 2. X less than 4 greater than -2. Of course, you are dealing here with two inequalities. One of them is x less than 4. If I use red color, 1, 2, 3, 4. X less than 4, I'll draw here a dash line, a vertical dash line. The second inequality is x greater than -2, greater equal -2. -1, -2. Greater equal. It means I will graph a solid line here. You see, actually you have 4 inequalities. For x less than 4, I'll shade the left side. For x greater than -2, I'll shade the right side. One more line to graph, y less than 3. Let's use blue. 1, 2, 3. It means you are dealing with the dashed line, but a horizontal line, correct? Now, less than, it means you shade the lower part. Now, which side I need? The side that the place that all the shadings are actually overlapping each other, which is this area, which is this area. You see all the shades, they overlap each other. That is the solution for this system. The rest you can erase or you can leave it like that because you made the other one darker, and you can erase it. You want to make your graph beautiful, erase the rest. You don't need it. That is the system of linear equation, and this is the graph of the system of linear equation. Correct? This was all about section 5.5. Correct? Even if your system is non-linear, you know, for example, how to graph a parabola, correct? It doesn't matter if the system is linear or non-linear. You learn graphing. You graph all and you shade based on the method that I teach you. After that, wherever the shading areas overlap each other, that's your solution. This part of the lecture was short. I'll stop the lecture here. Of course, we are not going over 5.6 because 5.6 is linear programming. I'm not teaching you programming here, linear programming. It's kind of more for your class. It's a lot. What we do, we start soon chapter 6. Um, and I'll stop the lecture here and see you all in 6.1.